So, my dear Virgo, this is your full moon reading. You have Pisces in the sun. That means you have the moon in the sun, which is giving the light to you, which is in the moon. Very interesting, right? So I've been feeling all month that the fact that the sun is in Pisces, that the sun is in the moon, that the sun is literally here helping us to look deeper into the longing of evolving. And where are we evolving into? Through water, over land, up into the air, the age of Aquarius. The age of Pisces is leaving and we're going into the age of Aquarius, and you hold the Aquarian star in your lantern. That's so fascinating, is that you hold the new consciousness within your consciousness, right? So you study this very much, you feel this very much because you're very introverted. And so the moon, which is ruled by Neptune, the dreamer, the mystic, the guru, is now leaving, and we're going into the age of Aquarius where everybody can become a star. It's very interesting, and really, truly, everybody's becoming a star. So it's not anymore like just a few people can be up on top. It's just now whoever has the desire to shine like a star in their consciousness can be a star. And you hold that for us in your lantern because you are ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is the messenger, is the one that gets the information. You get the download, and you hold that light for us even in the darkest times. So you're up again on the mountain because you can see how the lobster comes out, then the wolf turns into the dog, and then the path continues up to the mountain here where you are standing. So these are opposite of each other, right? And you have been in the shadow side of the age of Pisces for 2,150 years. And so today you're getting the left spinning reading, the reading with all 22 major arcanas here. And that's this wobble up here. And this wobble takes 25,800 years to complete. We divide that through the 12 zodiac signs, and we get then an age of 2,150 years. And here the small circle is that the Earth is spinning to the right around its own axis in 24 hours. Meanwhile, it spins around the Sun in 365 days. And this wobble is to the left. And that's why we say the age of Pisces is leaving and we're going into the age of Aquarius, because that's backwards, right? That spin. So just that you understand how this reading is functioning. At the same time, the left spinning energy is the soul coming from deep within to the out. And when we come from deep within to the out, it is this soul search that we're doing. And so that's why I'm gonna place them all to the left. And it's the same when we look at the card, right? If I look at these cards here, it's like I look at it. Now, the fascinating thing is, because I'm using the camera, because I'm using this medium, when I hold the card here, I am in it. I become the card. I become that what the card is telling me. So that's the soul from right to left, right? And the human is from left to right, because that's where we learn from the outside and we bring it to the inside. And so these are the two opposite paths that we have to learn. Now you're the 6th house of health, and here this is the 12th house of self-loss. You don't have a problem with self-loss, right? The understanding that now the age of Aquarius brings us the technology to still a little bit the age of the Pisces, and the dreams to make movies is now so easy. Back then it wasn't that easy. It was very expensive to make a movie, to have a camera. Not everybody was making a movie. Only people who had the money to buy it, right? And so now everybody makes a movie on their phone, right? And so this availability is crazy. And so we're losing a little bit of ourselves each time when we actually show our lives. And so here comes a very interesting story. Here is the Pisces, the fish pose that I'm choosing, and of course down and upward facing dog. For you, I have mountain pose in Namaste, looking at each other in the cosmic egg with the symbol of Mercury. And so just that you understand that this is what is really teaching us right now to look at through this full moon. And your court card is the Knight of Pentacles. If your birthday is between August 13 and September 11th, this is your court card. And recognize that he's facing the human path, meanwhile your soul is facing the soul path. Right, so there is something inside of you that's a little split, and it's okay because your soul knows what to do, but you also kind of looking into the human path in a stillness, right? He is standing and the horse is standing, so both of them are quite watching. They're becoming observer. They're not wanting to act too much. They don't want to take crazy actions. You are waiting, you are standing here, and you're watching how things are unfolding. Now, really quick, back to the last reading where you had the Aquarius Sun giving the Virgo Moon the light. The message was, no matter what, you're ready for your soul reading next month, which is this one here right now. And it's indicating that you're ready, that you're really wanting to know what is happening to you, because a soul reading is something special. It's something where you're really gonna see that this is a path, this is a cycle, and it's marked right now, right, through Pisces, through the path of love, through that old age that is leaving. And so you are getting a deep look into your subconscious. All right, so let's begin. On the position of the Fool comes the Seven of Cups, and you see how the Fool is facing the left spinning cycle, and that indicates the fact that this state of consciousness is coming from deep within to the outside. And the Seven is always a little bit like that illusion card, the moment where you recognize that maybe certain things are an illusionary success. Nevertheless, the Seven can also be the seventh chakra, your crown chakra, right? And so you are being here on top of the mountain. You are kind of like recognizing the Seven as maybe a state of consciousness that you feel very much like in the chakra system, that you are trying to achieve the enlightenment state. In the Tree of Life, this is more or less the meaning of now there is a test in the Seven. There is, again, things are shaking and shifting, and like I said, now you can think everything is an illusion. And so this is very interesting that you get that illusionary success right at the beginning. This is Venus in Scorpio, and so Scorpio is that deeper look, even deeper look than Pisces, because he's the deep, deep, deep ocean. And so let's continue and see how this is gonna unfold. Then on the position of the Magician, here comes then the inspiration towards the Seventh of Cups, and the Earth Keeper, the number 18, which then gives you the Magician is right here, recognizing the next step, which is the 8, that infinite portal that is floating above his head, that you are an earth keeper, that you came here to this world to help with the overcoming of the consciousness that is here in this dimension, and going to a higher consciousness, and that not everything is an illusion. Everything is an illusion here in this dimension, but not in the higher dimension. Now when I calculate it together, it's becoming a 9, and so you getting very clearly immediately the sign that you are on a mission, that the number 18 is connected, of course, here then with the moon, the 18th card, right? And then you are recognizing that you have come here as an earth keeper to help the earth to evolve to the next level, and to hold that light, and to hold the information of the age of Aquarius, because the 8 inside of the number 18, right? It's then the card number 17 that's calculated together, it becomes an 8. So you holding the star, you holding the age of Aquarius in your lantern. And so this is the message to you straight away, that yes, here is a delusion, but it's not really an illusion, is that you are really understanding this higher state of consciousness. Then on the position of the High Priestess comes the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands is Venus in Aries. So actually Venus has moved from here in Scorpio, from this deep emotional energy here, into an action, into a doing, and you are acting upon your intuition, and you're taking responsibility for your intuition. And the 4 of Wands is Venus, right? That loving and caring personality, or the morning and the evening star, is now in Aries, and Aries is the head, and it's the next month coming, the next reading. So we are already getting a little glimpse into that, that you are recognizing the fact that now here is a celebration, here is an active coming together with other people in the month of Aries, right? Or basically now in the next reading you will see there are now really beautiful celebrational moments coming upon you, right? That you can enjoy them. And then comes on the position of the Empress, Death, Scorpio, right? And this is intense because it means that something within you has to go. You have to let go of something that rules you, controls you. The number 13 is a very interesting number. When you study it, it becomes invisible in the flower of life. The number 13 is there but not visible, and so it's this moment where we are transitioning into another state of consciousness. And you see how the skeleton is facing the left spinning cycle, and he is cutting down all the heads, all the hands, and all the feet, and it's the 3 in it, right? Because the 3 is the Empress, and the 1 the Magician. And so you realize that you as an earth keeper are asked now to continue your path, no matter if you transition into another dimension or not, right? No matter if you're letting go of something that doesn't serve you anymore. And that time frame in between is sometimes quite spooky, quite eerie. I watch near-death experiences, and I love to hear what they share when they in the other dimension. And it's really, sometimes it's kind of like, wow, what I mean, we don't know what comes to us, right? Because everybody gets their story. And so here you are recognizing that you're giving birth to this responsibility, because the 13 becomes a 4. And so again, in the next month, you're taking responsibility to be this Empress, to be someone that is of meaning and of empowerment. So you have a 4-4 portal right here, speaking to you. 2 times 4 is the creativity in taking responsibility of your actions, of how you want to continue to want to live your life, right? And then comes you. You are literally facing this energy. You're facing a Scorpio maybe, and you having a moment, a soul talk with the Scorpio. You can only have it because I didn't place you here to the right, I placed you here to the left, right? Because it's a soul part, it's a soul reading. I'm not placing them over here, I'm placing them in this way. And so it's different. And also you are being challenged now to look at this in a different way. Like I said, you're not looking at the card, you are becoming the card when it's facing the left. So here is a very dynamic, interesting interaction happening. So something that you can really, truly let go. And you will know, right, when it's coming towards you. You will know what to do and what to say and how to act upon it. And then comes on the position of the Emperor, the King of Cups, right? So there is definitely a Scorpio energy, and he's looking back at you. And it's really interesting because it's like, here is the major arcana of Scorpio, and you have the court card of Scorpio. So you are learning to really know that this responsibility or this moment is important. This moment where someone is leaving, or maybe there is a transition that you are recognizing yourself transitioning into another state of consciousness, and then you're becoming very soulful, you're becoming very deep, right? Because this is the King of Cups. He's very emotionally, very, very deep. And you have here the 7 of Cups, right? So the 7 in itself is the crown, and also, of course, the illusion. So let's see how it continues. And he is looking at you, right? He's looking at you and like, you are too much focused into the physical realm. And he's literally saying, I'm here. So he's now behind you, and maybe you becoming more like him. Then on the position of the month, right? So these are the months. This is Aries, and this is now Taurus, comes the 8 of Cups. So you have 7 cups and 8 cups. That makes 15 cups. And 15 is then the one with the, which is the Magician, the Earth Keeper, and here the 5, right? And Taurus is literally saying, yeah, in the month of Taurus, you are going to move on. This is Saturn in Pisces, and this moving away towards the human path, right? It's almost like he is walking towards him, and he's looking back at you, right? So there's a very interesting dynamic happening here. And 15 is then, of course, the devil, is the Capricorn energy. It's almost like you are now walking towards this emotional energy. You emotionally want to combine the 7 and the 8, create there then a strength, a social status, because that's what Capricorn brings us. And you continue to understand that certain things need to be done in the physical plane, right? In the soul plane, it's almost like you don't really have to do anything. The soul will initiate that within you anyway. Then comes on the position of the Lovers, right? This deep self-love, the Leo, the strength to now be this wild and enigmatic personality. A self-love, this is a 6 as well, because the 15 cups then creates, of course, calculated together a 6. So you're starting to walk away because you are really loving yourself to such an extent that you're saying, okay, I gotta go, I gotta move on. And so the Strength card, the 8, so there's an 8-8 portal right here, is speaking to you. And the self-love comes then automatically. It's almost like, yes, now I have arrived here through Gemini, right? In the month of Gemini, I'm like, okay, I'm strong and I'm enjoying myself, and yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. And then on the position of Cancer comes the King of Cups one more time. But here he's a prince. And a prince has to learn how to become a king. And it's really interesting here. He is actually a king. He's not a prince, right? In Aleister Crowley, all kings are princes. So you have a king and a prince. And you see the difference, right? One is working on himself and the other one is established. He's sitting there and he's like gorgeous, right? He's like this, I am established as that responsibility that I'm taking for my life and for my actions. And here's someone that's still in the healing, right? This healing is something that you have to recognize, because that's what Cancer does. Cancer is the healing, or the healer. And so there is more healing happening to you as well, right? So it's quite emotional. There's a lot of cups, right? I mean, I know how many cups are here, but there's a lot of cups. So there's a lot of emotional energies either happened or are going to happen, right? It just depends how you see it. And then the next step is Leo, right? On the position of Leo, the month of Leo, comes the 8 of Pentacles, which is the Sun in Virgo. Then you have arrived. Then you are at home in your element, because apparently Pluto is now on the 24th moving into Aquarius and stays there for 3 months, and then is leaving again and goes back into Capricorn. And then next year, in the month of Virgo, Pluto is truly going into the age of Aquarius, right? And so here comes Pluto in a way, right? Because Pluto rules Scorpio. And here comes as well Pluto, the king. And again here now the Prince of Cups. So Pluto is literally making you move on, making you go, right? Because this is Saturn in Pisces. These are emotional times for you when Pluto is going into Aquarius. And apparently for Virgo, it's in her own house. So this is gonna give you for 3 months a taste how it feels when Pluto is in Aquarius. And next year it's going to be for 20 years in the sign of Virgo, the health, right? Which you very much love, because you are here, this deep working energy. You love to work and become an expert, and that's what you have to become if you want to play a violin or a cello, right? And so the 8 of Pentacles is speaking very strongly to you through Leo, right? And you had Leo. You had Leo in the position of the month of Gemini, finding the strength to continue your work, to continue to go deeper in your work, like the prince is learning to become a king. You are learning now also to become a master in whatever it is you're doing. And then comes on your position the 10 of Cups. So right now you have 7 cups and 8 cups, that's 15, and another 10, you have 25 cups. And the 10 of Cups here is Salvador Dali. I've listed all the cards down in the description below, so please have a look what I'm using on what position. And the 10 of Cups is, of course, this now next step. It's Mars in Pisces. And Mars in Pisces is that I am taking responsibility. I am fighting for the happiness, but this happiness can also already just immediately vanish in any moment. So recognize it, love it. Here are 3 peaches, and it's really interesting because we have 7 cups standing here, and these are the 7 cups here, right? And then you have another 3 up here, which is then, of course, the 3, the 1, the 2, and the 3 of the first major arcana, right? 0 is 0. It's not a number. 0 is the invisible consciousness, right? And then, of course, the 1 is already a type of visible consciousness. And the 10, the 1 and the 0, is giving you the power to recognize now that you are the rainbow of hope, that you are loving the fact that you have found the meaning of work here, Sun in Virgo, and now you're going here and you're like, I am so happy, I am enjoying myself. And this is what it's saying, right? It's like you learned something and you grew and you are feeling really deeply fulfilled. And of course, now you are here at this point, you're 25 cups, which creates a 7, right? So the illusion that you at first had, the 7, is not really an illusion, because then you got an 8. And now you get a 10. So you went from 7 to 8 to 10. And it's almost like now it's completion. And now what? Right? What's left? But it continues. The path continues always, right? It just never ends. Because then on the position of the Wheel of Fortune comes the number 5, the bloom, half of it. So the Wheel of Fortune is seeing this state of consciousness in you, and you recognize that you're really happy in your work, in what you're doing, and with the people that you're with. And now you also feel that your state of consciousness, the number 5, is you are the state of consciousness. And these are the 4 elements that you know, that you're connected with, and that you really, truly, deeply understand. So you're blooming and you're blossoming. It's a very beautiful card, right? So it's like it continues. So your path, your soul path, is saying then you're going to bloom and you're going to be really enjoying yourself. Then on the position of Libra, Justice, comes the 2 of Cups. So maybe in the month of Libra, you are going to find a new love, a love that brings you into a harmony, into Venus, into enjoying yourself truly and deeply here with these 2 dolphins, with the 2 cups, with this, like, it's almost like now something new is beginning, right? Because this is Venus in Cancer. So you had 25 here together, and now you have 27. And 27 is the 9, right? So then here is a completion happening, is a moment where you're like, okay, yes, I am really enjoying myself. I'm really excited about my life, how it's happening. The healing that I did here is bearing now through Cancer, right? Venus in Cancer is bearing now its fruits. And it's just like, I mean, look at that, right? It's like, wow. You are coming into your place, you're coming into your action, but also just in a state of consciousness, you are arriving. Then on the position of the Hanged Man comes here the Raw Morganite, the number 44, which then creates immediately a portal in itself, this card. And this is the yogi standing on his head, and he is really conscious. He's realizing that here I am connecting deeply, because this is the stone that is going to speak to you and helping you to have more sensitivity, more gentleness, more empathy, more feeling with others, and having self-forgiveness. By forgiving others, you also more likely to forgive yourself. And so there is now a moment of deep love coming to you, right? It's kind of like, this is not that you love someone else, but it's like you love yourself so much that then in that moment someone can come into your life and love you as well the way you love yourself. And that's what it's all about. It's not like, oh, you're gonna meet someone and blah blah blah. No, you're gonna really arrive at yourself and forgive yourself, and so forgive others. So here we are now at 27 cups, which is the 9, right? You're coming into your, yes, I love being who I have become. I really, really love that. Then on the position of Scorpio come another 5 of cups, and that's loss, that's sadness. There is as well now, when we let go of something, when we forgive, we recognize that we let go and that we give back. And there are some tears that you are able to shed, because it's good to shed tears. It's good to recognize that you already had that sign in the Empress, that you are here called upon. Now have a look. He's facing the left spinning cycle, and he's facing the right spinning cycle. Interesting, right? So that's why I'm doing all these different decks, right, from different schools. And I want to see, right, why they changed their positionings and their directions. And so here I see more on a physical plane, you are called upon to really shed some tears, to cry, and to let go of a disappointment that is not really a disappointment, because it's always those 2 cups that are feeding the other 3, right? There's these 2 that are feeding these 3, and it's giving meaning to the duality, is giving meaning to constantly that this life is all about growth, it's all about learning, it's all about recognizing that you are who you are. And here the 5-5 portal framing the 4-4 is like, let go of anything that belongs to you. All the sad stories and all the happy stories are important, right? So we were at the number 27. Now another 5, you get the number 32. And 32 then creates again a 5. So there is a test, and this test is good. You gotta learn, continuously to learn. And on the position then of Temperance, which is Sagittarius, comes the Knight of Cups, which is Pisces. So Pisces is speaking as a guardian angel to you. It's like, yes, I am here, I'm watching you. And for me, this is just a very beautiful message, because my mother is a Pisces, and she died 5 years ago. You see? So 5 years ago, I was in this deep, deep sadness, and now I recognize that she's speaking to me through this reading, because I am in the major arcana a Hermit, but in my court card I am a Queen of Swords, right? I'm not the Knight of Pentacles. And so for me, this is a message that my mom is watching over me, is saying everything is okay, I am here, I am your guardian angel, don't you worry, have the joy, remember the joy that you had here in that month, and I am here with you. And it's really funny, because the here, and if I put here, you can see the silver dolphin is connecting with the dolphin of the night, right? So here is this connection, that there is a spiritual connection, and that you are recognizing that you are being taken care of, and that you are being protected. And that the path into the world can be fun as well, right? Even though sometimes it's also sad. Then on the position of Capricorn comes again the 8 of Pentacles. So Capricorn is giving you a sign saying, okay, yes, continue your work, continue working further on your craft. Here she holds these bees, and it's really beautiful, because there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bees, right? 5 bees, and you had here the 5 of Cups, that's sadness, and all together, the cups together calculated became then a 32, and it's the 5, so that's what's left. And so here come again the work that you're gonna find joy a deep joy, enjoying this 8-8 portal, but you also have here an 8 that, yes, it was good that you moved on. It was good that you said to yourself, okay, I'm gonna go. There is also an 8 here in the Earth Keeper card, right? So you're recognizing, yeah, it's time for me to have 1, 2, 3, 4 times the 8, right? To recognize that my heart lies in knowing who I am, working on myself, and also knowing that the status, right, the social status that Capricorn brings to us and attaches us to money, attaches us sometimes to this kind of work, that we also have to let go of that, and that we have to play, and that we have to recognize, don't take things too serious. Then on the position of the Tower comes the Elephant, and then you are a very strong individual. Anything that happens, it's not gonna shake you. The fire that's crashing in here is here at your trunk, and it's coming down. Whatever needs to come down, whatever is breaking apart, it's just gonna make you even stronger. And you are strong in your spiritual practice. You're strong. You have your third eye opened, and this card is literally saying that here the Elephant is unstoppable and auspicious and wise, and here you are one-pointed focus, and here you have a one-pointed focus. You're generous and you're loving. All you need is trust in your spiritual practice. You are a beacon of strength for others as well, no matter what is coming down, no matter what is falling down, no matter what God is throwing at you, you're strong. He's testing your strength, and you are strong because the Elephant came up on this position. And then comes Aquarius, right? On the position of Aquarius comes another 4 cups. You see how many cups you have? So we had 32 cups. Now we have 36. And 36 then becomes a 9. And so from 5 you're going back up to 9, and you are then recognizing that you have the star in your lantern, right? And those 4 cups are not bothering you, right? You have everything you want, everything you need, and even you have this goose giving you shadow, right? Some others would say, what is she doing? Why is she holding this umbrella in front of me? Maybe she's putting me into the dark shadow, but she's not. You are recognizing that you have everything you need, and the Age of Aquarius is bringing you more than you can even think of, and sometimes you feel that you have a life, a granted life, that you have a life of plenty, and sometimes you're not recognizing how much you actually have. And so here the Age of Aquarius, the card number 17, which then becomes an 8, is speaking to you that 4 of cups more, right, is then creating the number 36, and 3 is the Empress, and 6 is the love. You're loving to be an Empress, and that's your identity, the number 9 then here. And sometimes you don't recognize how good you have it. So just watch that, observe that, right? Make sure that you are not getting a little bit, you know. Exactly. Then comes on the position of the Moon, the Marseille Tarot, the 2 of Wands. Now you had 4 of Wands on the position of the High Priestess, and 4 and 2 is 6 Wands, and 6 of Wands is this victorious place of yours, and you are finding a true self-love, and you're taking action in that self-love, and you are really noticing that now 2 more Wands to the 4 Wands, right, is creating this strong energy of, I love who I am, I love who I have become, I love to love me and others, and I love to take that into an action oriented, not just feeling it, but also act upon it. And so you are in this 2-2 portal, right? Through the Two of Cups and the Two of Wands. These are like, this is, I mean, a strong love, and a love that that has everything that we could ever dream of in a love within ourselves. So now if you get it, then it's because you're longing for it, and Pisces is here, and you got the guardian angel watching over you, right? The Piscean energy, the Piscean energy that is saying, yeah, I'm watching you and giving you all these emotions so that you can really go deep and really now take action to see what else it is that you want to live, because this is now the final cycle. This is the closing of the cycle, right? Here is the moon. Here is the moon, and sun in moon, or in the Pisces energy, is giving you all this light and is giving you all this help. So here it is. And now the last 4 cards, right? So now we have an oracle card for Pisces, and this oracle card is called the Wall. There are still some obstacles, the number 56, and 56 becomes an 11, isn't portal. And so it's saying, yes, you are going to be okay with this moment. It means just arrive in the center of the crossing of these 2 wands. Arrive now and recognize that everything has its moment, also the stillness, also that you have arrived at the end of the cycle, right? This is now Pisces, and now we continue again with the King of Cups, right, on the Aries position. Then the next month, the next reading. So here is an obstacle. The obstacle is to get out and to move. You came out, obviously, because you're human right now, right? So you are on land and you are an earth sign, but now you have to go up, and you have to really recognize that you have to go up into the lantern. You have to go up into this higher consciousness. It's literally called upon you to do that, right? Because this is the star, and it's this last step to rise, right? That's what the moon is literally saying. You gotta find a way to overcome these obstacles, and how you do that is by learning to meditate, learning to go deeper, because you had a meditation card last time, and it said no matter what, you're ready for your soul reading next month. So you are ready. And then on the position of the sun comes the sun, the number 6. So here's also a 6, right? And the 6 is again that self-love. The 6 is literally, I have truly arrived at the self-love. At the 6 of the lovers came Leo. I know who I am. I know what I want. I know where I'm going. I know who I am. I have learned, and I have learned, and now here I am arriving in this clear 6. And here, of course, this becomes the 11 portal, and there is 1. Where is the 1? Right, we had the 1, the 1, 1, 1, the 10, 8, 8, here, on your position, you see, you had the 1 here, and so you have now this 1, 1, 1, right? The happiness that you have will take care of these obstacles. No matter what you're doing, you will find a way to overcome this obstacle. So you have a 1, 1, 1, 3 times 1, finding the power to overcome any obstacles, because the sun is with you, the clarity is with you. And where is the sun? The sun is in the moon, and the moon is giving you the sign. The moon is giving you all these emotions that you didn't know that you have, and that you had, and now here you know that the dolphin, the guardian angel, is speaking to you, and particularly, of course, to me. And then comes on the position of the last judgment, right? It's like that wake-up call here, that you becoming yourself a guardian angel. You are transforming into an angel. This call is literally saying, wake up, because now your manifestation is there. Soon you may manifest the goal you focus spiritual energies upon. Number 37, becoming a 10. right? So then the 6 is framed with this 10-10 portal. The 3, you have learned to become this Empress. And the 7, you have realized, yes, there is a certain illusion happening here in this dimension, but in the other dimension, it's my crown. It's that part where I transition into the higher dimension, which is the number 7. Together then the 10, the 1 and the 0, I have become a guardian angel. Look how beautiful this card is. You are in your element. You have noticed that the sun is with you. You connected with it, and you connected through so many emotions, through this Pisces energy that is giving you the light right now, so that you are really feeling that you are becoming this angel. And then look at this, the last card, you getting one more here, the 3 of Cups on the World card, which is the 21, which is also a 3. So then you have 39 cups all together. I mean, that's literally crazy. 39 becomes the 12, the reverse of the 21, and the 3. The 3 is left. So you are transforming into the Empress, right? Because here this last transformation has to come for you to understand that you are transitioning into this beautiful energy, into the Empress. And to be an Empress is to be a queen of all queens. It's really strong, right? And it's really like all these feelings that are coming up. 39. Right before you had 36, the 3 and the 6 and the 3 and the 9, they're all fit. They're all 3, 6, and 9. They're holy numbers. And what's left is the 3 of emotions, the celebration, the 3 of graces, the understanding that the 3 graces is the love, the belief, and the hope, right? The hope that you hold the star in your lantern, and that you are bringing hope to the people. And then that this closing from the 3 to here, then the 7, creates a 10 again. A 10 that is connecting you to this 10. Remember, you are now through Pisces, Mars in Pisces, right, being watched by Pisces. Pisces is helping you to come out, to evolve into this loving and caring personality as the Virgo, as the health that you're bringing to people just by being yourself. And I mean, this is so beautiful that now the 3 that is left from all the cups, right, with these 7 to close, it's creating again just a 10. And the 10 is a new cycle, and everything begins from the beginning again. Wow. I mean, what a powerful reading this is. I mean, I'm just myself really, really touched by it, because each time I don't know what's happening, and it really does something to me. When I look at it here, I cannot read anything. It's really interesting. I can only read it when I have it now the way I'm supposed to read it, the way I'm supposed to be it. And it's happening when I look at it in the camera. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because on the position of Aries came the King of Cups. So there is an emotional shift happening to you, right, through Aries. And you are going to be really becoming more feeling emotional, because you have like 39 cups. So of course you're going to now really enjoy yourself. And yeah, that's going to be the message for the next reading already. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. I wish you a beautiful full moon meditation. Namaste.